Yes, I'm Titus Bahner from northern Germany, and my background, in fact, is I'm an agricultural economist. But I worked lots on farms also, and I'm independent now. And with some friends, I developed this Kulturland cooperative in the last years. Actually, a friend of mine is a farmer in southern Germany, and he ran into the situation that he had to buy 15 hectares of land because he had rented the land, and the old lady had died, and their sons wanted to turn it into money. And so he had to secure these 15 hectares, which were very important surfaces. And it costed like €3 a square meter, which sums up to €500,000. And he could have afforded it by another loan from his bank, but he decided to talk to his banker, and the banker said, well, we have to find another solution. So they collected some friends and a team and to develop this other solution. I was part of this team, and we made a preliminary study looking at the function of the land market in Germany and at solutions that on a on-farm basis, one farm basis, had been developed in the last 40 years. And we came up with some conclusions how we should handle the problem today in a different way. So this was a blueprint. We decided to set up a cooperative as a legal form, and of course we had long sessions about the statutes and everything. So finally we founded it in the end of 2013. Kulturland Cooperative, and we got operational in 2014. It took some more time until it was registered, and there were some more additional questions. And we purchased our first piece of land end of 2014 then. Actually, at the moment, after 2.5 years of operation, we have 7 farms. So that means we don't own the farms. One of the farms we own it completely, but in the others we own just parts of the land. But we collaborate with 7 farms. We have secured 51 hectares of land. We have collected €1.4 million from membership shares to finance this land. The members don't get anything. This is the principle. So we say this is an idealistic investment. So we say we thought of this, discussed it a lot, if we should offer them 0.5% interest or 0.2, and what could we for? But because the land prices are so high, if you offer them 1% interest, it's almost the whole rent that you can ask from the farmers. So we decided, on the advice of a banker even, to say we have no interest, 0.0, which is a clear message that people don't invest their money in the cooperative for financial reasons. But what they get out of it is ecological benefits and social benefits, and they know where their money is working, and they feel, and that's the people that we want to attract, that this is more added value to their money than if they get a little return on their investment in monetary terms. We call it community-connected organic farming. That's what they have to do. That means they have to farm organically at EU standards. And on top of this, they have to do some extra work for biodiversity. We ask them to convert 10% of the land that they get from us to biodiversity surfaces. And then in addition to that, they have to do certain community connection activities. For instance, offer farm trips, open doors, work with school classes, do local marketing so you can buy the products on the spot or nearby. Or they work with endangered varieties of plants or breeds with animals. They work with handicapped people, they do cultural events, things like that benefit the local community. That's what we request from them. We are a couple of organizations. We have more partners in Germany, like Regionalwert AG in southern Germany and other places. And there are some more. And then we have quite active partners in Belgium, Terre en Vue and Land in Sicht in Wallonie and Flandern, 2 organizations. And we have partners in Spain, in Italy, in Romania, in Czechia. So this is very inspiring because they have all different situations in land market in legal terms, but also in mental terms, and the problems are different, but the solutions always a bit in this sense of having new forms of common land ownership. And this is a thing which is spreading, I think, and growing, and I can only invite everybody, if they don't have something like that in their own country, to think of setting up a thing like that and contact us. For instance, in Germany, we had the situation that after the start of the world financial crisis, 2008, with the Lehman Brothers collapse, the land prices have doubled, and we see more and more investors going into land instead of industrial shares or whatever, to secure their money, basically. And we know that about a third of the land purchases in Germany actually are run by non-farming investors, even though we have a quite strong law that privileges the farmers themselves to buy the land, but they cannot afford it simply. So that's how the investors get hold of it. And there are similar tendencies in many countries. In Romania, it's very bad. In Ukraine, that's the places where really the big land deals are happening. But it's also happening up in Latvia. It's happening basically in all the countries.